to the Photo Diaries podcast. I'm your host, Grace Costa, a commercial photographer of over 2 decades, a photo-based artist, and a photography mentor. This podcast opens up a secret diary about the world of the photography industry. We'll bring you inspiring interviews with industry professionals, as well as stories and tips to help you propel through your photography journey, whether you're just starting out or a seasoned pro. Thanks for joining me today. Now let's open the latest diary. Hey guys, welcome back to the Photo Diaries podcast. I'm so glad you're here. I hope you've had a great Christmas, New Year break and you've had a refreshing break off social media. Personally, I feel like I've hardly been on socials the last month and I've enjoyed it. I've actually just totally forgotten about it and not really cared, which is really interesting because during the work year, I'm totally obsessed with Instagram. I'm always on it. I'm always researching. I'm always absorbing things. I'm always talking to people on there in the DMs. I'm always posting, uploading, and everything like that. And then during the holidays, it's made me realize again that the world doesn't stop just because I'm not on social media or you're not on social media for a month. And although that might be the case, we also need to show some gratitude to social media and what it can bring to a business like ours. At the end of the day, you can love it or hate it, but it does give us a great opportunity to support our business. And, for that, I'm grateful. But today, in today's episode, I want to talk about business and what I wish more photographers knew. What I wish more photographers knew who are running a business is that you are in charge of how your business turns out. It's not the economy. It's not, the market, the photography industry. It's not your clients. It's not, your family or all the excuses you can come up with. It's actually you. You alone are in charge of how your business turns out. You're in charge of the money you earn. You're in charge of the fee you charge. You're in charge of the types of clients you attract, the good and the bad. You're in charge of that. You're in charge of the work you produce. You're in charge of the style of your images that you choose to create. You're in charge of your standard of practice, of your brand, your standard in general. You're in charge of what your business looks like as far as how many hours you work, the problems you had throughout your business. You're in charge of all of that, which kind of sucks, but it's true. And most importantly, you are in charge of how your business makes you feel. So let's focus on that element. How do you want your business to feel over the next 12 months? It can look easy, breezy, like you're totally in control. Your systems are all in order. Your automations are all working well. You're getting new leads. You're having, new clients at the drop of a hat, like all the time. Your booking calendar is full every single month. It can look easy breezy like that. You don't have any problem clients. Amazing. Amazing if your business made you feel like that. You could think about your business feeling over the next 12 months, not sporadic or feeling like it's been a roller coaster each month. We don't want our business to feel like that. I want it to feel abundant, full of the right fit clients, full of people who sing my praises, who love my work, who are grateful for the service I provide. I want a business that's full of income, that feels great to earn. I want a business that feels breezy, fun, creative. All these things we can start to think about. And I think focusing on how you want your business to feel is an important thing to know, because once you know what you want it to feel like, when things come your way, that can help you make a decision on what to keep and what to deflect. I want anyone or anything to make me feel resentful in my business. I've been in business a long time and been a photographer even longer, so I kind of have the luxury of that choice now. I don't have to take on everything that comes my way. I can be more discerning because I'm not trying to prove anything to anyone. anymore. I'm not trying to build a portfolio where I need different examples of things. I'm in the take it or leave it, selective, picky phase of my business. And you might be as well. And just remembering that you are in charge of how your business turns out, it makes you realize that you have a choice of what you say yes to. And that is such an empowering move. You're in charge. And if you don't want to do a job that's come into your inbox, don't do it. Don't do it just for the money, because you won't do it well. You won't do it with positive energy. You'll be resentful, and maybe once or twice you can get away with it. But if you continue this habit, it will change the way your business turns out. And you won't be one of those photographers who lasts 20 years in the industry. You'll be one of those photographers in a Facebook group that's questioning whether it's time to wrap up your business. You want to be somebody who takes control of how your business turns out. That means confidently owning the fact that you are a leader as a business owner. The fee you charge should be a rate that you want to charge, not what you feel your clients can afford. So many photographers I've worked with work this way, where they feel like they should just tweak their pricing a little bit so that their clients will say yes. I don't want to be too high because I don't think my clients will pay that. I don't think anybody will be able to afford that. It's thoughts like that that make your business turn out rubbish, because you're not charging what you need to charge to run a successful business, to cover your cost of doing business. At the end of the day, we all know that being a photographer is not an easy job physically and mentally. We're always coming up with the ideas. We're always, being creative, telling people what to do, directing, moving, the equipment, for instance, carrying all your gear. Why should we do that if we're not getting paid what we want to be paid, what we want to earn from this? And I think you get to a stage in your business where it has been fun, but then you take it really seriously and you start to make decisions from a place of leadership, from a place of, I am the CEO of this business and I'm here to make money without shame, without apology. And we come from a place of being unapologetically ambitious to succeed. And that's something you need to consider for yourself. If you actually are in business for a hobby and you're still acting like a freelancer or like a hobbyist, and if you are still acting like that with these behaviors of not charging properly, saying yes to just any client that comes your way, knowing that you don't really want to do the job or don't really want to work with that client, or if you're doing sorts of work that isn't really your strength, but you're just saying yes to it and you're stressing out days in advance because you're worried you won't be able to deliver. Those sorts of things are coming from a place of scarcity, of having a weak mindset as a business owner. And I want you this year to start thinking more like a leader, like a boss, and like you're in charge of how your business is going to turn out. You have permission to say no to work that doesn't align with you. You have permission to say no to a client who you didn't love working with, who might come back to you for more work, but you didn't love it. You have permission to say no to them next time. You have permission to charge a hell of a lot more money this year if that's what you need and if that's what you want. You have permission to create a business that you absolutely love showing up to and you cannot wait to grow. At the end of the day, we are all here to grow and scale our business in individual ways, of course, but we are here to have a good time running a business. It shouldn't be arduous. It shouldn't be stressful. It shouldn't be at the mercy of every single client we serve. We should enjoy the clients we work with. We get to choose who we work with, who comes into our business world. We get to choose how much money we earn. And of course, marketing and visibility plays a huge part in that. But at the end of the day, remember, it's your choice. You need to step up and make the strong decisions of how your business is going to turn out. And I truly believe that photography is one of the most valuable assets in the digital landscape. It has been all its life. Photography has always been valuable. And when digital came in, people were so scared that people didn't want photography anymore. They weren't going to get family photos anymore because everyone could do it on their phone. Commercial photography wasn't going to work out because now we've got AI and companies are going to just do the easy way out and use AI. We've got all those fears, and we've had all those fears in the past with our industry. But I believe photography really has a strong place in society, in business, in domestic world. And when we believe that, we come from a place of empowerment that we have a place here. We have a place here in the photography industry. We have a place here as a commercial photographer. People want what we have to offer. People are willing to pay what we are charging. It is so true. I've seen it over and over again. Sometimes I'll pull out a quote way more than I think somebody's going to pay, and they will pay it. And I just see proof over and over. Even people that I know that are in a different sort of niche than me who are charging twice as much as me, 3 times as much as me. So I see proof every day. You deserve to be paid well. You deserve to be earning good money for your service and your creativity, because creativity is the most valuable asset in this sort of space we're in right now. Creativity. People are paying for creative thinking, creative thinkers, creative makers, content creators. Look at the boom of that. I mean, it is something that people value because, as we've all heard people say, I'm not creative. And when people don't think they're creative, they're willing to pay for a creative solution from someone else. And that's you. That's you and me. Whether you are a domestic photographer or a commercial photographer, we provide a creative solution. And, as a photographer myself, I value images so much. I still pay for family portraits. I still pay for my branding shoots every year, sometimes twice a year. I still pay for professional retouching services. It is our time. It is our time, and it is you that is in charge of how your business turns out. So start to think like a leader, and I hope this has inspired you to think differently and shift your mindset from a victim mentality of that everything else happens to me, creates the way my business turns out, to I am in charge of how my business turns out. If this year is the time for you to get some guidance in the right direction for your business, you feel like you need support, you want to do it a better way this year, I am here for you. Book a free clarity call. The link is in the show notes for you. And we can just have a quick 15-minute chat to see if mentoring is the right thing for you right now. What are the types of things I can support you with, or what you want support with? And take a look at that. As well, on my website or on the link below, you will see some free resources for you that will help you in your business this year. But I hope this was something that has put a fire in your backside and got you excited about a new way of thinking about your business. Because after all, we didn't get into business just to fluff about and take photos. We got into business to monetize our creativity and our gifts and share our gifts with the world. So more people need what you have. If you keep believing that, you will attract abundance and you will start to create a business that you absolutely love. So have a good one, friends. I hope this one was valuable to you. Please subscribe to the podcast. Give it a 5-star review, because do you know what? Not many people have done that, and this podcast has been running over 2 years now. So I would really love somebody to send me a review and give me a star rating. That would be awesome. Until next time, friends, I'll catch you on the next episode.